Good morning. Good morning. My name is Ambassador Adeni Isholabumi, Executive Director, Agribusiness Development Limited, and the founder of Go Green Africa Initiative. And I'm talking to you today from the Southeast Asia, where we came in to understand and understudy the system of small scale, farming in the Asia countries. Southeast Asia, where we've been able to move from Malaysia to Lahore to Thailand, currently in Thailand. And one thing we've discovered is that these countries understand the business of agriculture, like every other country too in Africa, East Africa to be precise, even some countries in West Africa, Togo, Benin, and Ghana. There's a difference between the project, agriculture, and the business of agriculture. The business of agriculture is your business, it's my business, if that is our niche, just like every other businesses. So you don't wait for government. You don't really wait for government to come to tell you what to do, how to do it. No, you go all out to understand your business and you operate your business. The only thing we need government for, like I always tell people, we don't need government to come do business in agri sector. We need government to create a conducive environment for us to thrive and produce not only food but quality healthy food for our population. And I tell you, most especially the southern region of Nigeria, that we are just being lazy. Let me tell you the truth, we're just being lazy. There is nothing, very few, then let me use that. There are very few things that you cannot grow in the south. But let me tell you, there are a lot of things that cannot be grown in the north. But I'm not here to talk north-south today. I'm here to talk about us trying to begin to do things no matter how small it is. You see the power of small scale that I've understood across this country for the past 5 years that I've been moving from one country to the other to understudy the agribusiness, system, the whole ecosystem. One thing I discover is everybody do their bit and government help them to bring it together. Everybody do what? Do their bits and government help create an ecosystem that is so sustainable that everybody can thrive in as an agribusiness practitioner. For example, let me give you a model here in Thailand. For rice, for example, I can plant a plot of rice. That is the type of land I have or the size of land I have and the capacity that I can produce. But the good news is that I understand the step-by-step agronomy processes and procedures that goes into the production of that. I have access to the latest solutions, when it comes to my inputs, my seed, my pesticide, my fertilizer and everything. I have access to them at a discounted rate from a registered organizations across board that has been subsidized by the government. So when I get this input and I follow step-by-step process, I get my result. Maybe whatever size per my size of land. And the next thing is, when I harvest, there is a place I take my harvest to and I turn it to money immediately. You can see that motivation. I remember when we were in the village, our mother can just look around, maybe they want to pay our school fees or something and there's no money. They will just pick a goat, take it to the market and sell and make money. So there's nothing like, somebody is coming to now say, this goat, this is how much. That is the problem we have in Nigeria. You even produce and there is no standard market. There is no standard off-taking system that takes this from you. So somebody will just come to your farm and say, no, I cannot buy it more than this. Your fish is ready. Somebody is saying, no, if you don't sell those size, your plantain is ready. Somebody is dictating the price. Somebody that does not even know anything about what you've done they are the determinant of what happened. That is not how to do business. There's a difference between the project and the business. So when we are talking about agribusiness, the whole ecosystem must be fine-tuned, whereby everybody can operate at their level and they are sure of whatever I have. Once I take it out there, I make money. Then you go back again. You do it again, then you begin to grow from 1 acre to 2 acres to 1 hectare or whatever. There is no problem for you even starting as slow as a plot. There's no problem about that. Your size gives you whatever you want. That is what you have. Then you begin to grow. That is business, agric business. not the heart, where you start waiting for government. Now government will give you NPK 15, one bag, give you this, give you that you go and plant maize that you don't even know the type of maize you're planting. You don't even know the planting spacing. You don't know nothing. And another problem in Nigeria is that everybody is a practitioner. In Nigeria, people don't believe that are professionals. Say, is it not agriculture? Is it not to plant? I used to follow my father to them. And when they have problem, the next thing is, this agric is not good. I will not put my money there again. No. You need the knowledge. You need the right information. And this is an area where government is lacking. For me, I'm not that type of person that blames government for everything. No. But what I'm asking for government is conducive environment across the whole ecosystem. How on earth, with this current situation, that you still have people called produce or produce inspectors or whatever that still take money from farmer? Now, with the fact that there is no food enough production in Nigeria, you still have some people stay somewhere, just like the way you hate that guy on the junction disturbing Okada man. That is the same thing these produce inspectors and all these guys are doing. A police stopping agri produce or even products. I'm telling you, here there's no tax on product that is processed locally. From produce to product that is processed through the local agricultural raw material, there is no tax. You need to motivate your people to produce. Especially governors. Let's forget federal government. Governors, what are we going to know your state for? What do you produce in your state? Abia, what do you produce? Enugu, what do you produce? Ogun State, what do you produce? Ekiti, what do you produce? What are we going to know you for? We know that, okay, you want the best ginger, go to this place. Is that not known? You want hibiscus flower, go for those in the southern region. What are you going to be known for? Lagos State has been the up for the market. Lagos State consume. So we are not going to distract ourselves with Lagos State, but they can even do much in the area of aquaculture. But what is stopping Ogun, for example? Look at the proximity across the whole border of Lagos. Is Ogun proximity as close as 1 hour? There are some places that are as close as 30 minutes. So what stops Ogun State to be deliberate, especially in vegetable production? What does it take to do habanero? What does it take to do the same tomatoes that you are bringing from as far as that place? You need to understand that there's what we call the food, the transportation of your food, the mileage. Putting your tomatoes on the back of a petrol tanker and they are coming almost 20-something to 30-something hours before it gets to your table. Whereas the same thing can be produced in Ogun State, in Abeokuta, in Yewa, even as far as Ekiti can supply Lagos. The market is there, but there is no coordination. These governments don't understand the business of agriculture. Until you understand the business of agriculture, you will know that there is a lot of billions to be made. And for somebody like me, I don't complain because I make my money. Produce that thing that people are looking for and you make your money. That's the business. But make sure that you produce quality. Quality. Another thing that we lack. Because the coordination is not there. We need to understand this and make a lot of money. For tomatoes to be ridiculously expensive, it's not expensive in the north. What makes it expensive is the mileage. In terms of the transport, the charges on logistics is expensive. Then before they get here, you can imagine policeman taking money from vehicle that is lifting agri produce. It doesn't make sense. Even for that policeman, you should think that this is food. And without this truck being in the market as fast as possible, there might be problem. I don't know. That is what we need from you, government. We don't need much from you. We are not asking you for input. We are asking you for conducive environment. Understand the business of agriculture. Make this way clean. Clean up the ecosystem. Be involved in the development. Be involved in the sustainability. Not just talking billions. You see billions here and there, or billions of something to agri. We release. Where is the money? Where is the money going to? You release nothing. You are just taking away this money. And another thing is we don't even talk in the sector. We don't talk. Everybody's who are the people who are the portfolio farmer? All this, let's calculate. I want somebody that can do research. Go back to January till June and look at the figures that has been claimed that has been given to farmer in this country. It's running into billions of naira. Who are the farmers taking this? Can you show us this farmer so that some of us small farmers can go to them and say, sir, how did you get this money from government? Because I've never gotten money in my 16 years in this industry. I've never. So we need to go to these people and say, how did you get this money from this agency that claims they've given billions? Oh, how did you? So that we can learn. It's not to just go and learn, so that we can also get the fund. Because if I have enough fund, I will produce more than what I produce. Another thing is security. Let's come to it. And you see what is going on in the Senate. See what is going on about cows. If you fence your land and put gates, these people will still break your fence. What are we saying? Do you think your wife, my wife will allow me to go operate where the security is not guaranteed? Do you think the other man, the wife will allow? Do you think the family will? Everybody, every producer that stopped producing contributes to scarcity. And they did not stop on their own will. They are forced to stop. You see that insecurity? You see that standard market? People are stopping every day. And the more they stop, the more food will be scarce in our market. What is going on this morning? I'm just ranting. I know nothing really. I'm just a farmer in the bush. But I understand the business of agriculture. And I talk the business of agriculture. You want to make money in agriculture? You want to really make good money? Talk to me. I'm one of those best guys you can talk to. I understand the system. I understand the business. And I give you figure to figure. And we are going to be great. It's a good thing. I tell you, agribusiness is the best thing. It's the best thing. For me, I say I majorly do crops too. I do crops and cash crops, because it does two things for me. I help keep land and also make the land to yield its own fruit for me. So you make money for whatever it is you are producing, and you also keeping your real estate within the agribusiness ecosystem. Good morning, everyone. Go Green Africa. Let's go green, because it actually pays. Thank you. Bye.